She's this old and she has no concept of shame. It's baffling. Karen gets arrested. Do I look arrested? Violent meltdown. Are these like AI generated? Sheriff Lamb.
I knock again. She ignored me. I opened the door. I don't remember if I walked in. I said, can I talk to you? Something like that. And then she started screaming at me.
All right, everybody, welcome back. We got another video for you. This one comes from Police Body Cam Station. And it is
I'm reacting to a reaction.
Karen calls 911 on new neighbors.
Should we watch it without reaction?
Owner's arm after not getting her way.
Actually, let me tell you real quick. You want to get there?
That they won't allow me to.
What's that? Hey, ma'am, come here. Hold on. We gotta talk to you. So you can't.
This
take
is so ominous.
Here,
Chat, this doesn't feel real. It feels like a level in a video game. Like it's like a street from a horror game. Chat, look at this.
Ma'am, I'm talking to you. Come here. I'm telling you, just sit tight here for a second, okay? Can you tell me what's going on? Why we're here?
Because they're provoking me. That's why.
What does that mean? What does provoking mean? Hold on. Whoa.
They want to make me the bad guy.
Well, explain yourself.
When you are not free to leave, okay? So you can't walk away from me when I'm trying to investigate if a crime occurred. No, we are here right now. So you chose to walk over here.
Thank you for the goat trophy.
I am now addressing you out here, okay?
Okay, fine.
So can you tell me what happened right now?
Yes. Last Sunday, between 4:30 and 5:30,
Good memory.
They were making this obnoxious noise. As you can see, my deck is straight earshot.
Where do you live?
I live right there.
What number? What house
56.
number? So 56, and they live over here, so a couple hundred feet away?
I guess. I don't know.
Sure, okay.
You don't know how many a couple hundred feet is?
Sunday?
I came over and told them that there were some rules in the association about making that noise. They said, you're new
Oh, she summoned the HOA rule book.
here. You don't know what you're talking about. We've been here 30 years. Basically, they could do whatever they wanted. They continued.
Okay.
Even with my windows closed, I could hear that obnoxious machine.
Sure.
Okay?
This is all on
Obnoxious
Sunday.
machine.
Sunday night.
Okay.
Right.
Sunday night. No, you said 5:30 to 6:30. That's evening. It's evening. It's not night until the sun's gone.
Dinner time. Can't be out on the deck.
Okay.
Continued all day Monday, even as late as 7 o'clock.
Okay, 7 o'clock. That is kind of pushing it. Oh, 4:30 to 5:30.
On Tuesday, we had a board meeting. I spoke to the president of our board.
7 p.m. I think you should start like wrapping up the noise, and by like 8 p.m. I think you need to be entirely quiet. That's my personal opinion. I would never like go around enforcing that, but I think by like 8 p.m. is when people are like preparing to fully go to sleep, and like parents are like putting their kids down and stuff. 7, like wind down, right? By 8 p.m. be quiet, be fully quiet.
Told him about this. I asked him, what could I do on a Sunday
Chat's
evening
agreeing
like
with me.
that?
Ooh.
He said, call the police. Well,
I think 9 p.m. is more reasonable. I think 9 p.m. is reasonable if you're like talking about adults and stuff, right? But like a lot of people have kids. So like I guess if you know that your neighbors don't have children, like that's one thing. But like a lot of people put their kids to bed at like 8.
that was not something I wanted to do, okay? So when they started up again Sunday at 5, now does that sound like they were intentionally trying to aggravate me? I think so. I came over to talk
I'm
to
going to be real, Karen. I don't think everything's about you. I think maybe they were living their own lives.
her. She wouldn't turn off the machine.
8 p.m. on weekdays, but Friday and Saturday, I think 9 or 10 is reasonable. You know what? I can agree to that, Spooky Ghost. I think you're allowed to get a little wild on the weekends.
Slow down. So what do you mean when you came over, you talked to her?
She was on
And by wild, I mean making noise until like 9 or 10.
her deck,
Okay.
making noise
Where did you go?
And I goes like, you kids can sleep through anything? Not true.
on this side of the deck fence.
Okay.
I said, can you turn that off? Can I
Hold
talk
on.
to you?
Did you go inside her house?
No, not at that point. I was
Okay.
trying to talk to her.
So you were talking essentially outside.
Pippa lives life on the edge.
And then what happened?
Grandma kid.
She wouldn't turn off the machine.
Okay.
She completely ignored me, pretended I wasn't there.
Okay.
I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine.
You can't do that. You can't do that.
What do you mean you went onto the deck? How did you get into the deck?
There's an opening right in front of those.
I trespassed onto their property and I tried to confiscate their property.
So there's a door
Okay.
to the unit?
No, there's, how, you ask your companion how he got on the deck. There's a gate in front of the door.
Why'd you say companion like that? You ask your companion. Me when I'm trying not to be homophobic? How'd your companion get up there?
To the house.
Oh, is this your companion?
Okay, there's a gate onto the deck. I went onto the deck. I tried to grab the machine to get her to stop and listen to me. She started yelling, "Don't touch me, don't touch me." The dog was barking at the door. The inside door was...
The dog was barking, the music was blaring, she was screaming, "Don't touch me, don't touch me!" The child was fucking... Their fists were banging on the window. They were screaming, "Mommy, please, don't let her hurt you, no!" And I fucking climbed onto their porch and I fucking grabbed their stereo and I threw it down into the gully.
It's open. I knock, knock, knock. There was somebody sitting in there. She saw me. I knock, knock, knock again. She ignored me. I opened the door.
What? They ignored me, so I entered their house.
I don't remember
Oh
if
my
I walked
God.
in. I said, "Can I talk to you?" Something like that. And then she started screaming at me. So
Yeah, I wonder why.
I came out.
What do you mean you don't remember if you entered? That means you did enter their house, you fucking lunatic.
And I called you folks. And I went over there to
Oh
tell
my
them-
God. That's so fucking scary, bro. That's terrifying. If an old woman climbed onto the fucking, like, oh my God, dude. Why'd I go say I'm the one who knocks? Bro, this is terrifying.
I'm so upset.
You're
I went over there
upset.
to tell them that the president of the association told me I should call the police, and I did not want to do that. Okay? That
Random Resident Evil NPC invades your house. Yeah, keep your doors locked. Even if you live in a safe neighborhood, doesn't necessarily mean that the HOA Karens won't come get your ass.
that's why I went over there.
Holy shit.
But here we are anyway.
She called the cops. Yeah, the Karen called the cops.
When you're grabbing the leaf blower,
It was a leaf blower! Oh my God, bro. It's a leaf blower? I thought they were playing music. This is insane. I thought it was a fucking stereo or something. What do you mean they were fucking tending to their yard?
did you just
She's like, they're doing it to annoy me. They're keeping their yard clean because they hate me and they want me to die.
grab the leaf blower or did you
I
grab
had
her
no
arm?
idea. I was so
Okay.
annoyed and aggravated.
So you were grabbing something.
I was trying to get her
Do you
to
remember
stop
if
and
you
listen.
grabbed anything though? Like, did you physically hang on to
I
something?
touched something.
Here I was thinking it was a housewife. Yeah, I was like, well, like I do feel a little bad for her because it is really annoying when people are like throwing a party and you're just trying to have like a nice quiet evening, and like I can empathize a little bit. It does suck to have noisy neighbors. A fucking leaf blower, bro! At 4:30?
Thing is what you're saying. You
I
grabbed something.
tried to. I don't
Man,
think
point
I
us to where the
actually
leaf
grabbed
blower hurt
anything,
you.
no.
Do you remember grabbing her arm?
Yeah, the
at all
machine.
to prevent
The machine was a fucking leaf blower this entire time. It's just insane.
trying to blow the leaf blower.
She was pointing it at me, so I may have done that. She was starting to point it at me.
Yeah, in fucking self-defense because you're crazy.
Well, there is a mark on her arm.
Okay, then I guess I grabbed
So you
her
grabbed her arm. Okay.
with my broken finger.
The big issue we have here is number one, why would you go into somebody's home and confront them like that? And number
because I
two,
wasn't thinking straight.
and number
okay?
two,
That's not an
do you
excuse.
think it is all right to grab somebody in their own home on her deck like that?
As I said, I wasn't thinking straight.
I'm just asking. Do you think that's okay?
I think if somebody's ignoring me,
Oh, no. Do you think it's
I
okay?
did not go over there with
Okay.
the intention of grabbing her.
But you came over there to confront her about the leaf
No,
blowing. You didn't.
I went over to tell them I didn't want to call the police.
Okay. And then what happened? But you said after
wouldn't
she
even
ignored you,
stop and listen to me.
but then you went onto her deck onto her.
So I
private
assaulted her.
property.
I did.
So does that make that okay? Where are we going?
No, I
Where are we
need a
going?
drink of water.
We aren't going anywhere. I am stopping to talk to you.
This is a woman who has never been told no in her entire fucking life, dude. She has never, ever been told no. Holy shit, how are you this old? And nobody has ever told you to sit the fuck down and listen. This is insane.
And I said, you cannot leave because we are past the point here right now.
I confess. I went up on her deck. I tried to grab something to get her to stop making noise. And
I think what's like really fucked up here is she looks like such a nice old lady. Like she doesn't have like the Karen vibe. Like she's wearing a little denim jacket with embroidered flowers on it, and she's not wearing like the typical Karen bitch sunglasses or anything. Like she seems like a nice older lady. No, she doesn't. Okay, never mind.
listen to me. If I grabbed her arm, I grabbed her arm.
You can't do that.
Okay, I can't do it.
You absolutely cannot do that.
Fine, I agree. I can't do it.
Absolutely. Do you have your driver's license on you?
No, I don't.
Okay. I'm going to need your basic information, okay?
Stealth Karen build.
95? Let me get her info first, okay?
That the serial killers mostly look normal too.
So I did have a conversation. Not right now. How do you spell your last name? After talking to her, she did admit to going onto her property and attempting to stop her. She did say that she grabbed onto something, and she did acknowledge that she obviously entered her property without that consent. So you do understand that you can't do that regardless, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so you committed a battery, okay? And criminal trespass. So you cannot grab somebody.
Okay, fine.
And you can't touch anybody.
I got it.
I got it. Stop telling me that I committed assault, okay? I wonder how much old Karen behavior is just people who made it their life avoiding their autism, getting them in trouble.
You do got that, okay?
I don't know.
Karen, if your hands behind your back, you are under arrest, okay?
For heaven's sake.
We are past this point, ma'am, okay?
Well, they must be loving this.
Oh my God.
Okay.
You're so annoying.
Just a moment.
You're so... There's no shame at all. She's this old and she has no concept of shame. It's baffling. You're like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, actually, I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have committed battery. Not because it's wrong. Or because I was acting like a fucking lunatic. But because you're gonna get mad at me and you're the lawman. Those fuckers over there with their loud machine, playing with their fucking Leafblower just to spite me. They're having a great time watching all this go down. I'm not in the wrong here in reality. I'm only wrong in the rule books. I'm the one that's a victim here. Shut up!
Is he home? Okay, is he home?
He is home.
You won't be...
But Pippa, they provoked her by ignoring her. True. How dare they?
Not very long regardless, because you're going to have to come back. You're not being held in jail, okay? You're going to get your charges, your documentation, and then you're going to go to your court date.
Spiteful giggling.
That's fine. I'm just guiding you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Poltergeist, like you, be gone, daft
In
Karen.
light of all this, especially when we're trying to reiterate what you did is obviously not okay. You should call 911 regardless of what's going on. You aren't the police. You don't have the legal authority to go to somebody's house to do that. Let us do our job.
She's a witch. She's kind of a fucking witch, man. She's kind of a fucking witch.
I told you my intention.
Well, your intention and where you're at is different, so we'll go walk over here.
In the end, Karen was arrested and charged with aggravated battery and criminal trespass for entering private property. And
I can't believe anything actually happened. That's crazy. Based police officers. What the hell? You would think people would behave in the age of cameras, but they act especially dumb and we get to see it. Yeah. I like the body cam footage where they're like, you never told me I had to show my ID. And it's the officer like for the first 10 minutes, just exasperated. Please just show me your ID. Please. We don't have to escalate this. Natural negativity, thank you. What I want to know is how happy is her husband with this arrest? Oh my God.